Hello, welcome back to Here and There, or if you're new, welcome on in. Today we are diving into a very well-known and very well-loved piece of art, piece of work, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you can see from the title, we are going to be listening to Chappell Roan's debut album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Come on, everyone applaud. Chappell is becoming a household name, in my opinion. Like, her rise to fame in the last year alone has been absolutely amazing to watch. I know her songs, I know the good old popular ones, but I really wanted to give this album a chance, and I'm very excited that I now get the chance to do that. Her vocals, her performances, the drag persona that she has created for herself, even her braveness to speak up against things that she's passionate about and believes in, is very inspiring. So I'm very excited to listen to this album. From what I know, this album touches on Chappell's experience coming into her own, accepting her queerness, all of the above. And as we know, I love an artist that shows their vulnerability through their work, and it just makes me very excited to listen to this album. So I think we should just jump right in. I've read a little bit about it already. I didn't want to read too much because I wanted it to be like a first initial listen, and wanted to let myself go through the journey with her through this piece of work and experience it with her. So let's get going. What I normally do is I'll listen to the track first, get a feel of it, take it all in, and then have a little read, see what the artist has said about the song, and compare my feelings towards the song, what it's about, to what the artist has said the song is about. So I think we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. The first track on this album is called Femininomenon. Say that 10 times fast. You couldn't. This song I've heard like tiniest snippet of, haven't listened to it fully, so I'm very excited to jump right in. Let's go. I love a good string. Oh, the harmony is so pretty. I love this breakdown. I've heard this a little bit on TikTok and stuff, but again, first full listen. I hear you, Queen. She's so right though. Oh, I love that. It just builds up so nicely. Yes, I do. I do. True. No. No. I love that little like. She's so funny. Oh, I love this so much. Absolute icon, to be honest. I really enjoyed that. Again, I have heard like little snippets of it and stuff through TikTok. I did love the first half of the song where it was nice and quiet, and not because I prefer that, but just I liked her stripped back vocals and the harmonies that brought in. It says here, Femininomenon is obviously a combination of feminine and phenomenon. Chappell created the word because it was a phenomenon if sleeping with a man was better than sleeping with a girl. Obviously it's about how a man is not meeting your needs, and it would be crazy, it would be a phenomenon if sleeping with a man is better than sleeping with a girl. And honestly, period. The fucking artwork for this specific song is crazy. She looks so hot. I really like that song. I think it's a good little bop to dance to. Like, she's so real. Lying to your friends about how he's such a goddamn good lover, stuck in the suburbs, you're folding his laundry, got what you wanted, so stop feeling sorry. Like, I feel like every woman has gone through this at some point in their life where they're kind of stuck with a man who quite literally doesn't give a shit about who they are and what they do, and is also shit in bed. What is the actual point? But you can't even feel sorry for yourself because this is what you wanted, you know? So I get that. It's a very interesting topic, but I think given the fact that this album touches on her coming into her queerness, it makes a lot of sense for her to almost like a realization of like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this when I could be sleeping with hot, sexy, beautiful women? And period for her, to be honest. Yeah, I really like it. It's a good little bop, lovely little dance tune. So the next track is Red Wine Supernova. I don't think I've heard this one. So let's just jump right in. Shall we? She did it right there, out on the deck, put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. Aww. She's like telling this girl, like, can we calm down a second, please? I'm kind of shitting myself. Probably like a new, like, post-boyfriend, girlfriend moment where she's like, I don't know how to do this. Please calm down. Oh. Oh, I love that. The melody is so nice. Aw. This is so, like, almost childlike. I'll explain in a minute. I love that. I love that melody. It's so catchy or something. Like, it's already in my head. Vocals. Yes. Oh, her voice is insane. Oh, I love that so much. I love that song. Really catchy. The first part of the chorus where she says, baby, why don't you come over, red wine supernova falling into me. I love that. But then when she picks it up, it's like, you just want to kind of bob your head to it. And I said earlier that it felt kind of childlike. And I mean that in the sense that, like, you know, when you start healing from something and your inner child begins to come out in a way, it's like you feel like girly and like you're kicking your feet while you're texting this person and you're just so happy and like glad to be in the space that you are. It felt kind of like that in a way. Like she's finally allowing this part of herself to come out and allowing herself to get to know a girl and to date a girl and a girl. And I love that for her. I needed a campy gay girl song that captured the magic of having feelings for another girl. I packed the song with fun, raunchy bits that make it feel like a night out flirting with a girl across the bar. That's cute. I really enjoyed that. That's definitely my favorite. And I know I've only listened to 2 so far, but like I just love how catchy it is and it's a very easy song to listen to. Let's go to the next song, which is After Midnight. Ooh, funky. I like that bass. Okay. Oh no, I love this too. This is catchy too. I like this. Ooh. I love this actually. That little ding is so nice. Come on, vocals. Something about Chaperona, she will always deliver vocally. Oh. So I like that track. It was really, really catchy. It was really fun, really easy to listen to. The chorus was so pretty. Her vocals, again, unmatched. Like, she's actually just so talented. It's crazy. I really liked it. It's a very simple song. There's nothing too crazy in there to, like, deep dive into necessarily. It's more of like a, let's just have a wee bop, a wee dance, and a wee smoochy smooch in the club, if you will. She just wants to, you know, party and kiss people and dance and be a girl who wants to flirt with everybody, and that's an absolute slave for her, and I love that for her. Yeah, a really good song, really good track. I think there's not much to talk about with that one. It was just a good song, and that's okay. Track number 4 is Coffee. Let's get into it. Oh, a bit slow. I like it. Oh, she's just trying to stop herself from getting hurt again. Oh, oh, I like the guitar. Oh. Oh. Oh, vocals. Wow. Are those backing vocals? No, you don't, girl. Fuck the coffee. I agree. Space. Oh, pretty. Wow. That was pretty. It was sad, but it was pretty. Obviously, this song is talking about an ex of some form. Could be an ex-friend, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, somebody who she is still in love with, who she very much wants in her life, but knows isn't good for her. And she's trying to put boundaries in place. Let's just meet for coffee, because I know if we do anything else, I'm going to end up in your gaff and we're going to be doing something freaky that is not going to be good for either of us. And I think she goes on a little journey in this song of like, we can't do this, I can't do this, here come the excuses that fuel the illusions, but I'd rather feel something than nothing at all, so I'll meet you for coffee. But then, you know, she comes to the realization at the end of the song, we've done this before and I don't need it anymore, so let's not do coffee, let's not even try. She's decided that these excuses and the illusions that she's having is just feeding into her the need to have this person in her life when she doesn't, and she can move on and she can start new and have someone else to have coffee with and have wine with that she isn't afraid of and is safe for her. And I love that. That was so nice. And the piano at the start and then that little guitar pick moment was beautiful, and the ending as well with those harmonies. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's see what she said about coffee though, because that was my take from it. So she said, it's really just about New York, and my ex lived there at the time and we'd broken up, and so I wrote about just like, okay, I can't go to her house, we just have to get coffee, and that didn't end up happening. So I think the song is me trying to convince myself that we don't need to go there. We'll get coffee during the day, we shouldn't do anything else, we don't need to go to the park, we definitely should not go to a bar, and we should not get dinner, nothing. And I just didn't do any of that. We went to a bar and then I went to her house. So I think that this song is kind of the story of me making up what I was hoping it would be like. Interesting. It probably brought some comfort to her in the sense that like she knows that she could have chose better for herself, and it's possible that she can. She may not have, but that's okay, and we need to give ourselves grace for moments like that in life, you know? Next track is Casual. Track number 5, Casual, let's go. Oh, I think I've heard bits of this. It's kind of very 80s, that synth. That's sad. Fuck you, girl. Rude. Oh, she wants this girl. She is daydreaming so bad. Such a nice harmony. Yeah. Oh, that back like scream. You're not a chill girl. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh. Wow. Oh! I have goosebumps. Woo. Her vocals are actually like it's not real. That song made me sad because it's a sad fucking song. Like when you said you would, yes. Sorry. She's talking about obviously someone that she is seeing and that she obviously really likes is telling everybody around her that it's fucking casual. And clearly it's not. And this girl is stringing her along and just not being a very good partner to her. And then it goes on for so long that she blames herself at the end of it, because it's like, well, why am I still here? Like, why the fuck am I eating you out in a bathroom or fucking you in a bathroom? Why am I allowing myself to keep getting hurt like this? So she ends up hating herself for it, and that's so sad because she shouldn't. It's hard to escape somebody who manipulates you and gaslights you into thinking that you're something in their life when really you're not. The vocals, oh, I can't get over the vocals. She was doing like a very loud scream belt, if you will, in the back of that, and it just tied in so nicely at the end where she kind of got really into it, and the anger almost was coming out of her at the end from when she said, I fucked you in the bathroom when we went to dinner, your parents at the table, you wonder why I'm bitter, bragging to your friends, I get off when you hit it, I hate to tell you the truth but I'm sorry dude, you didn't. Like, fuck you, basically. At the end, she was so pissed by the end of it. She was like, I can't be arsed, honestly. She said here the whole song came from like, I heard from their friend that they were saying it was casual when I didn't think it was. I did not think it was, but apparently it was. So, and to me, I was like, how could this be? How could this be casual? And obviously with all of the things that this person was saying to her, like, you know, no attachment, but then her parents would invite her to their fucking house, holiday home somewhere. It's just boring. And she says here she's so tired of love turning into situationships, and I know my friends are so tired about hearing about the shit show of my love life. I hear that. Now, I am in a committed relationship, but everybody can understand situationships and how fucking exhausting they are, and like how annoying it can be to feel like something is something when the other person just doesn't. How boring. Get over it. Go to therapy and fix your fucking commitment issues, please and thank you. Beautiful song. There is a video to it. I don't know if you guys want me to watch that, but I think I'll just go through the album as it is now, and then you know, maybe I'll watch the videos another time. So the next track is Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl. Oh, a hymn. Oh, cringe. Fugly jeans. Oh! Oh! This is really giving me like Lady Gaga vibes. And I love it. I need to be in a club. Such a good song. That took fucking energy to dance to, girls. Not gonna lie to you. Wow. I'm fucking tired now after dancing to that. I'm gonna read what she says about it because I was too busy dancing to really pay attention. I'm not gonna lie. I got that whole concept from an Architectural Digest YouTube video. The way I even thought of it was like this woman was describing the architecture of the house, and she was like, it's super modern, this part is ultra graphic with all the colours, and I was like, ding, and wrote it down. I kept it in my notes for a long time, and I was like, how do we make this pop banger? Right. She just wanted to make a pop banger out of the words super graphic, ultra modern. Valid. She did a fucking good job at it. Pop fucking classic, if you will. It gave Lady Gaga, gave like everything it needed to. She's essentially just talking about how she doesn't need a smelly fugly man. She wants a hot, sexy, super graphic, ultra modern, chic, gorgeous girl like me, period. And I love that for her. It's a very fun, very quintessential pop song, and I love that. She ate it down. That'll be going on my wee playlist anyway, that's for sure. Next song is Hot to Go. I know this one. I love her so much. What an absolute fucking queen. I'm bloody knackered now after that song. Absolutely iconic song, if you ask me. When I think about this song, I think about that one clip at a festival where everybody's doing it. It was just as she was coming up to fame, and it's honestly so iconic. And that's where I found that song. Love that song. Icon. Hot to Go is one of many upbeat dance songs on Chapel's debut album. For Hot to Go, Rowan said she wanted a song that she could dance to with her fans, so it's a cheerleading style beat, which she also calls a fantasy of her high school days. It's intentionally crafted to be danced to. Rowan teaches her fans the accompanied dance in concerts, with many, including the singer herself, comparing it stylistically to the Village People's YMCA. The intense energy and queerness of the song and music video, colourfully kitschy and raunchy, has earned the description of camp or campy by critics and fans. Valid. A really good song, absolutely iconic. Not much to say about it because everybody knows it, everybody loves it. It's just so Chapel, I think. The next track is My Kink is Karma. Oh no. Ballad. Period. She's like, fuck you. I'm not jealous. I just enjoy them having an absolute fucking meltdown for what they did to me, or after what they did to me. Period. Aww. That was pretty. I like that breakdown. Oh, those little backing vocals are pretty too. So obviously at the start of the track, her and this person broke up. They fucked her up essentially, and they really were not nice to her in the end of their relationship. But watching the person who fucked her up have an absolute meltdown and fuck up their life is fun for her, and honestly, as it should be. Sometimes that's what we need to feel better about ourselves, and that's okay. The song is about the concept of karma, which is the idea that our actions in this life will have consequences in the future. In the song, Rowan explores the idea of how the universe will eventually bring justice to those who do wrong, and that the cycle of cause and effect will catch up with them. The phrase "my kink is" often used in pop culture to describe an unusual or unconventional sexual preference. However, in this song, Rowan is using the phrase to express her belief that the concept of karma is what drives her actions and decisions in life, particularly with regard to her ex-lover. I really like that song. I thought it was gorgeous. Her vocals in it were insane, as always. The next song, track 9, is Picture You. I feel like I'm listening to a lullaby, but like in a good way. Oh, those backing vocals are so pretty. Oh, the vocals in this are actually insane. Oh, so pretty. Oh. Wow. Everything is so amazing. Wow. That was beautiful. The vocals, I was actually just so focused on the vocals I couldn't pay attention to what she was saying. Oh! I just read what the song is about, and somewhat, now this is unreviewed, so on Genius, by the way. It's nothing crazy, but apparently the song is about Chapel Roan masturbating to the thought of someone. I'm wondering if they do the same. But it makes sense. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame from your point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half the things I do when I picture you. Suppose it sounds a wee bit dirty, doesn't it? So the theme aside, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Her voice is absolutely fucking insane. Those vocal flips that she's doing, I've heard those floating around, people covering it on TikTok. I haven't listened to the song fully through, so that was a first, like, wow. I genuinely just, I think she is in her own lane when it comes to vocals and making use of your voice. Like, you don't hear a lot of people doing stuff like that nowadays. Do you know what I mean? It's very rare you come across someone who really takes advantage of how they sound and the fact that they can sing and actually does something fun with it, you know? The next track is Kaleidoscope. Let's go. I love a slow ballad. I love that lower register that she's in. Her voice sounds so pretty in it. Pretty. Oh. Oh, strings. Oh, those backing vocals. Oh. Why I wanna cry. Oh. Wait, I teared up at the end. That was beautiful. That might be my favorite song. Her voice in that song, that lower register that she's in, is probably my favorite that I've heard. Like, my favorite of her sounds. It was very vulnerable, I think. I want to read what that was about. Rowan wrote this song about the complications and various colours of love, specifically queer love, and likens them to the shifting colours of a kaleidoscope. She says it's hard to explain when sometimes queer relationships are so difficult, they're so complicated, sometimes because you fall in love with your friends and it's a girl sometimes. Then you're like, but we're friends, why do I want to kiss her? So that's what this song is about. Sometimes you fall in love with your friends and sometimes it doesn't work out, you know, and it's okay because love changes. It's a kaleidoscope with all those tiny little pieces in there. If you turn it, it looks completely different, but it's really all the same. You go from friendship love to romantic love to whatever love you want, I guess. I want to cry. She did a really good one on that. I feel like I'm crying for her because the way she sang that song, it felt like it came from her heart, and like how vulnerable she let herself be in that is so inspiring. And the fact that she compared love to a kaleidoscope, I love that comparison. I think it's so pretty because when you think of a kaleidoscope, you think of like all these colors and these shapes and these different textures in there, and like it's a really nice comparison for love and how love comes in so many different shapes and sizes and forms. And wow, definitely my favorite. Next song is Pink Pony Club. Let's go. Ooh, I like that. I have heard this. I love that synth. Interesting. You tell her, girl. Love that guitar. Woo! Beautiful. Actually thoroughly enjoyed that one. I've definitely heard that one like through TikTok again, but again, another just first listen. The song is about how she left her hometown, she left her family, her friends, she moved to LA to explore a different version of herself, obviously. Like there's a part of her that's never been the person she is now. And that's still in her, I think, and like it's still in Tennessee, but the human and the woman that she is now is someone who has fun and can really and truly express herself in the way that she wants to. And I think that that's so important. And of course she can miss her mom and her home and her family and everybody she left behind. But at the end of the day, LA and Santa Monica made her who she is. And that's what's most important. Have we read? This song is about a small town southern girl dreaming about the gay bar and drag club culture in West Hollywood, California. She dreams of being a dancer at the Pink Pony Club, a fictional gay bar drag club on Santa Monica Boulevard. She knows that her mom won't be pleased, but she wants to follow her dreams anyway. According to an interview, Chaperone wrote the song after a night out in the Abbey, a gay bar which is located just off Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. Yeah, she said, so I'm just going to be everything that I am in LA in my music. I needed to be myself and I wanted to feel theatrical. I wanted it to feel like a show for people. That's what I feel like Pink Pony Club is doing and what my other music that will come out will do as well. Where is she actually from? Because I know she, like, Chaperone is essentially a persona for her. And I know it's... she's from Missouri. Okay. And her name is Kaylee Rose Amstutz. I knew she had Kaylee as, you know, her name, and I knew Chapel was a persona for her, but I just wanted to make sure like she wasn't actually from Tennessee. I just want to clarify that. But it is a really good song about leaving your hometown and allowing yourself to be a new person and be the person that has always been inside, just hasn't been allowed to come out yet because of fear of not being accepted. So slay for her. Next song, Naked in Manhattan. I like the melody. Ooh! You will. Oh. Eee! I love this. Oh, I love this might be my favorite next to Kaleidoscope. I love this melody. Oh! Oh, her vocal. Oh, loved that. That's my favorite from the whole album. Truly, that was so good. Obviously, the song is about a crush she has on someone. She wants to do things with them and be a little bit freaky. They want to have sex.
It's just sex there.
Really good song. Really enjoyed that. Okay. So she wrote this song because she was yearning and longing for the feeling that possibly being with a girl could give her. She'd never been with a girl when this song was written, only had been dating guys. So she wrote a song so that she could feel it because she hadn't felt it yet. That's really interesting. Yeah, Naked in Manhattan. Favorite song. I don't even know what to say. The melody was so good. The beat was so good. Her vocals at the end, beautiful. The chorus, my favorite fucking thing. Honest to God. Love that one so much. That's all I can say. It's now my favorite and it will be in my playlist. Okay, so the next song, I think we're on the second last song, is California. Let's go. Ooh. Wow. It's like she's feeling embarrassed for not getting to the place she wanted to be yet. Oh, love those drums with the chorus. This is so pretty. Oh, pretty. Run. No. That makes me sad. I wonder why she thinks she let them down. Obviously, she's talking about like not getting to the place that she thought she was going to get after moving from her hometown. And I think that's a very universal experience for people who leave somewhere that they grew up in to try and, I guess, make another life for themselves. And if it doesn't work out, that feeling of guilt is heavy. In the song, Chapel expresses homesickness and disappointment that her plans of moving to California for her music career weren't working out as she planned. Chapel originally wrote and released California in 2020 amidst the pandemic while quarantining in her hometown of Willard, Missouri. Chapel penned the song following a setback in her career when the 2020 single Pink Pony Club didn't meet expectations, resulting in the label she was signed with at the time dropping her. The disappointment weighs heavy as she reflects on her upbringing, during which she was always told she could achieve anything she set her mind to. Which she obviously can because she did it. It just took a little bit of extra time. Through California, Chapel offers a candid glimpse into her own personal journey and the resilience required to navigate the twists and turns of the musical industry. Beautiful song. She said, "I questioned everything I knew the second I moved to California. It was terrifying because I felt very lost and alone. Although it was scary, I grew into a person I now love. I still struggle with feeling out of place and making friends in Los Angeles, but releasing music and knowing that I can help someone with my songs proves to me that I keep pushing forward." And she should, because her music is honestly beautiful and is quite clearly changing people's lives. She is incredible. She is unique and different, and her ability to sing and write is being acknowledged as it should, and I'm so glad that it is, because she deserves all of that and more. Especially after the amount of time she spent in this industry trying to get her shit out there. I'm glad she's getting what she deserves, period. The next song is the last track already. This absolutely flew by. The next song is Guilty Pleasure. Let's go. Mood, I turn red all the time. That vocal sample is so nice. Oh, the 80s influence coming back out. Oh! Ah, this is so fun. Oh, this is so like 80s pop and I love it. I love those backing vocals. It's so fun. Oh! Pretty. Her vocal flips, yodeling technique is crazy and I love it. Sing it! Wow. Absolutely adored that one. And we're done. What the bloody hell? So, Guilty Pleasure plays as the final track on her album. Once again, the song is filled with sexual illusions and the pretty unhealthy relationship she's having. Guilty Pleasure is pretty jarring because of the random key change and then it goes into pop and it's just kind of crazy and there's an entire bridge of just yodeling, so it's very crazy. And she said, this is the stamp on the album, this is weird and I love this. It was like a guilty pleasure and because I was too scared to actually just enjoy it fully, it was like a secret. I loved that. That was a very, like, it felt all over the place but in a good way. Like at the start it was very subdued and very like, I don't know how to describe it, but it almost felt like trad Irish music, like the way that her voice is moving. Like this part, not quintessentially Irish traditional music, but it just gave the same feeling as like, you know, that kind of music would. But then it jumps into the most insane fucking key change, beat change, everything, a whole verse of yodeling like she said. Insane, but so good, and a really good depiction of how she wanted to feel. Like, she just wanted to be open and be honest, but her guilty pleasure was her queerness, and I'm so glad that she's allowed herself to step into that and to be open about it. I think it's very important for her to have an outlet to allow herself to be open, and I'm glad that this song was one of those outlets, you know. That is the album finished, guys. I loved it. I think it's taken me a while to really give that a chance, but I'm really glad I did. My favourite songs, I would probably say, given my reaction to Kaleidoscope, that's just automatically one of my favourites. I really do love that song. And Naked in Manhattan as well. Loved that. Such a funky one, such a different edition on the album, but I really liked it regardless of if it tied in or not. I think the album as a whole, I would probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8. Personally, like I love pop girlies, we get along very well, but it's not like my main genre that I would listen to. I'm more of like an R&B kind of gal, so that's like my main listen to genre. So I wouldn't necessarily listen to pop on the daily, but I still always have it room in my heart for a good fucking pop song, and I think that's what this album quintessentially is. Obviously there are random changes in genre, changes in her sound, changes in her voice throughout this album, and I think that's what makes it so different and so fun. And I just really enjoyed it. I think she's amazing for her debut album. This was crazy, so good, and I'm actually quite excited to listen to what she has next. I don't know when she's releasing next. I don't know if she'll release this year or next year maybe, because I know this is released in 2023. But I will be listening when she does. And you know what, I think with more listens this album, I'll probably have so many different favorite songs, because that's what happens every single time I listen to these albums and react to them. Some songs just are growers, and that's okay, you know. Me and Beatty had a very good time listening to this album, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it with us as well. Please let me know if there are any other albums you want me to react to. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts, your thoughts on the album, all of the above. Don't be afraid to criticize anything I said. I always welcome that, because sometimes I miss the mark, and that's okay. See you later. Bye, friends. That's it. Bye.